This is Dr. Elias Arkham. If you are receiving this transmission, something has already gone wrong. These recordings are not music. They are signals linked to events, places, and entities beyond human understanding. Prolonged exposure has resulted in disturbing side effects. Dreams, voices, the sense that something is listening back. I strongly advise you to stop now. However, if you continue, do not listen alone.
The signal calls beneath the wave. Beneath the blackened tides it waits. In sunken halls beyond all fate, where cyclopean shadows dream, and time decays in endless sleep. The stars align, the veil grows thin. A distant pulse beneath my skin. The ocean whispers through my mind. A truth no man was meant to find. I hear it calling in my sleep. A voice that drags me to the rise from the depths below. Cthulhu wakes, the world will know. Madness spreads through every soul. The ancient one takes control. Rise as the oceans break. Reality begins to shake. Pain gluing like a Lunaf calls your name. Nothing more Cthulhu are the signal spreads. We all obey. Do not resist. Join the deep. He has awakened. In dreams we saw the end begin. A world consumed, devoured within. No light remains, no sky above. Only the deep. Only the call. Rise from the depths below. Cthulhu wakes, the world will know. Madness spreads through every soul. The ancient one takes control. Rise as the oceans break. Reality begins to shake. Pain gluey my glue now calls your name. All of existence drowns in Cthulhu stacking. The signal never ends. Buried beneath the ice, older than time. Wide horizon, endless night, frozen silence, no sign of life. Through the storm we press ahead toward the mountains crowned in dread. Jagged peaks like teeth of gods, carved by hands that none have known. Something waits beneath the stone, something older than the cold. We should turn back, leave this place. walls beneath the frost, echoes of a world long lost. Alien shapes etched in the walls, telling of their ancient fall. Shock of horror shifting form, living shadows ever born. Eyes that see but do not feel, truth too vast for minds to heal. We were never meant to know what sleeps beneath the frozen snow. Mountains of madness calling our name, buried in silence older than flame. Secrets that shatter the mind and the soul. We were not meant to uncover it all. Mountains of madness rise from the ice, ancient and endless beyond sacrifice. The deeper we go, the less we remain, lost to the void, consumed by the insane. Turn back, too late. They are not dead. Beneath the ice, they still breathe. We saw their world before the fall, a civilization beyond us all. But knowledge comes with a cost untold, a truth too vast, too dark, too cold. Mountains of madness breaking the sky, echoes of something that cannot die. We cross the threshold, now we see there Soul-stained skin and whispered lies. A town that time forgot to claim. Yet something here still knows your name. The sea air clings like unseen nails, a curse that no one understands. The gaze is wrong, too deep, too wide, as if the ocean lives inside. You feel the pull, you hear the call. The tide was always in your blood. Innsmouth calls beneath the sea. You were always meant to be something more, something deep, where the ancient are asleep. Innsmouth calls, you cannot flee. The tide becomes your destiny. Gales will form, lungs will fail. You belong beneath the veil. They gather where the waves run black. No turning now, there's no way back. They order chants in endless tone to something seated on a throne. The mirror shows a different face, a slower change you can't erase. The truth unfolds in silent screams. You were never what you seem. Your breath grows short, your sight grows dim. The ocean now is calling you in. Innsmouth calls beneath the sea. You were always meant to be something more, something deep, where the ancient are asleep. Innsmouth calls, you cannot flee. The tide becomes your destiny. Gales will form, lungs will fail. You belong beneath the veil. Join us. Take on waves. The deep is your home. Descend and be reborn. No sky above, no light to see. Only the endless darkened sea. No fear remains, no human plea. Only the truth of you'll be. Innsmouth calls beneath the sea. Now you become what you must be. Eyes now wide, soul now gone. You were theirs all gate, the key. Something is pushing its way. Yark, so forth, the gate, the key. All is one and all will be. Dunwich trembles, cracks the sky as unseen horrors multiply. York, so beyond all sight, bleeding through the edge of night. What was sealed will now be free. No escape from what it will be. Invisible yet crushing weight, a thing too vast to calculate. It moves through walls, through flesh, through bone, a presence claiming what it sold. The chanting rises, wild, profane, a ritual soaked in cosmic pain. The final words, the final breath, open the door to endless death. The world distorts, the ground will tear. The end has already begun. Yark, so forth, the gate, the key. All is one and all will be. Dunwich trembles, cracks the sky as unseen horrors multiply. York, so forth, beyond all sight, bleeding through the edge of night. What was sealed will now be free. No escape from what will be. Open the gate. Let through. It was never closed. The shape of things was never real. The truth was something you can't feel. Now that you've seen beyond the lie, there is no place to run or hide. Chunks of thought consume the frame. Erase all thought, erase all name. Dunwich falls, the veil undone. The end and beginning now are one. it should not be the same. Just the end of space and time.
closing, pages worn by time and fear, whisper softly in your ear. Dust and silence, air gone stale, a presence trapped beyond the veil. You read the words, you crossed the line. Now something ancient knows your mind. The light must stay, don't let it fade, for in the dark a debt is paid. Haunter of the dark, unseen, living where no light has been. Once you look, you cannot flee. It now feeds on what you say. Haunter of the dark, awake. Every thought it now will take. In the shadows it resides. Now it lives behind your eyes. Every step the shadows grow, every truth you come to know pulls you deeper into night, far beyond the reach of light. Windows black and voices thin, something stirs beneath your skin. The storm outside begins to rise, lightning mirrors what it hides. The dark is close, it feels your fear, and now it knows that you are here. Haunter of the dark, unseen, living where no light has been. Once you look, you cannot flee. It now feeds on what you say. Haunter of the dark, awake. Every thought it now will take. In the shadows it resides. Now it lives behind your eyes. Turn away. Too late. No light remains. You open the door. Now it enters. If I had never seen the sign, if I had left the truth behind, but now the dark has taken hold, a story never meant to be told. Haunter of the dark, inside, now there's nowhere left to hide. Light is gone, the end is near. All that's left is endless fear. Haunter of the dark, complete. Every minded now will lead. In the void where shadows crawl, it becomes the end of all. Death is only the beginning.
push beyond the risk. Reanimate, rise again, break the lock that death has been. No more silence, no decay, I will tear the grave away. Reanimate, twist the form, life reborn, but something's wrong. Eyes that stare but do not see, still they rise because of me. The body moves, but something's gone. A twisted echo lingers on. I gave it life, but not the soul. Now I've lost all control. Inherited a name and place, an ancient house, a cursed disgrace. The walls are thick, the halls are long, yet something here feels deeply wrong. At night I hear the scratching grow beneath the floor, beneath the stone. A restless sound that never ends, a hidden truth the dark defends. They call to me beneath the ground, a voice without a human sound. Rats in the walls, they call my name, digging deeper into shame. Bloodline cursed, truth revealed, a hunger that cannot be sealed. Rats in the walls, they never cease, gnawing at my sanity. What was buried must be known beneath the house, beneath the stone. I break the floor, I find the gate, a hidden path of ancient hate. The tunnels stretch beyond all sight, a labyrinth consumed by night. reality gone. The darkness was in me.
something deep with pain. What you thought was yours to roam was never truly yours. Red hook burns, the end is near. No escape, no God, no fear. What was hidden now revealed. The city's fate is finally sealed.
This is Dr. Arkham. If you're still listening, it's already begun. The signals were never meant to be understood, only received. I hear them now, beneath everything, waiting, learning. They are not separate.